Hey, hey,
Hello?
are we all awake? Mm-mm. I didn't figure.
The single time.
To conclude that for the rest, to include this for the final show of 2025.
Actually, last week you didn't do it.
Yeah, but now unfortunately, it's back to what it used to be.
Good habits die hard.
You could only behave for a minute. Okay.
Do you have a bell at the end of your hat? Okay.
That's what I thought it was.
Let's see. Still getting this thing shared out.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Dinner's smelling really, really good right now.
What are you making this time?
He is making shrimp, garlic shrimp.
Ooh, ooh, that actually sounds good.
I haven't had shrimp in such a long time. I love it. I just haven't had it.
I don't go out of my way to make it, but he does.
So,
Next,
how's the weather been, everybody?
Oh God, it's been
I was
terrible.
on Zach's show last night, and all of a sudden I get Jan and one of the girls from Pueblo, Stephanie, message me and say, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, I think I'm okay. What's going on? We were already at work to shut it down or go into office because we have generators at the office because they were supposed to shut down our electric. We've known this for a week because the winds were so bad. And last wind caused fires, like lots of fires.
I think I remember you saying that last week.
Yeah. So now they were going to shut it down. And we're like, okay. And so we were all prepared. Not a bit of wind all day long. I was really hoping to get off work, truth be known. But um, we didn't. And so I'm like, okay, well, I come down here at 6 o'clock, do the thing with him. About 7 o'clock, I get these messages, and I'm looking, and there's fire. It says Greeley.
Oh,
I'm like, excuse me. I go open the door, and the wind is just awful. But it was almost 70 degrees yesterday.
wow.
Let's see. It's currently 51 right now, but it was warmer earlier.
It hasn't been bad. I cannot complain. Other than the wind, I cannot complain about the weather we've had.
Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could say the same, but to put it in a simple perspective, I'm sure it's probably the same for you, Jeremy. Is we lost all our white, our snow, so we pretty much lost our white Christmas.
Not yet. We still have a lit. Well, actually, maybe now it'll have gone away, but we still had just a little bit of snow here and there. But it's raining right now, so I'm guessing it's probably all gone now.
Yeah, that's once again, it's probably the same rain system that we had earlier today. So it's very disappointing. Yeah, ours for the most part is pretty much washed away.
We're in the 60s all week. Next Wednesday is going to be 62.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're
I'll
saying
take it.
like over. They were saying like on Christmas Day. Of course, I mean yes, it's still a few more days away, but they were there were forecasts saying that it was going to be 50 degrees on Christmas Day, and unfortunately, it might rain that day too. Which that's just going to make Christmas depressing then.
Here it's going to be 61 on Christmas, and it's supposed to rain all day as well.
Yeah, it's going to be depressing.
Yeah. Well,
All I want,
we've had rainy Christmases before.
I know,
yeah,
but it
all I
just
want is palm trees and a tan. Santa can even be in bikini bottoms. I don't give two shits. I want
yeah,
the
but
beach, and I'll
it
decorate
makes.
that palm tree.
I mean, I understand that, but like when it's raining and it's all wet and stuff, it just doesn't feel like Christmas at all. Then it just,
Who's gonna be outside anyway?
yeah,
No. You got to find the bright side of things.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, there's always the bright side of things. It'll actually give me the opportunity to take down my outside stuff so that I don't have to worry about it later on when it does snow. Because that's what I did last year on Christmas night. I took everything down outside.
Christmas night.
Yeah, Christmas Day that night.
Oh, jeez, no.
Yeah, because we were supposed to get snow, I think, the next day or within the next 2 days. And I didn't want to deal with it, so I just went on ahead and took everything down. I don't have much when it comes to the outside. It'll probably take me all of 10 minutes.
Oh no, we have.
oh, jeez, that was
Yeah, no, we have more like 2 weeks worth to take it all down.
I know I've seen it. I have 3 strings of lights, and it's all stuff that goes into the ground. I've got 4 bush net lights that goes on my neighbor's fence. He actually told me for Christmas if I want to, I can put those things on his fence because it actually makes it look like that he's decorated instead of me. But,
excuse
but
me.
his fence runs half the length of my driveway.
Wow.
And then I just got some signs, stuff that I put in the ground. Get all those up. I'm done.
Yeah, geez. I mean, that's completely opposite from my dad. Like when he used to always put up the Christmas, we had a lot of stuff, but uh,
Oh,
unfortunately, though, like in our case,
in the house.
no, not just in the house.
Right there.
No, not just in the house. We had more stuff outside. Hey, Nikki, good to see you. Merry Christmas. Uh, yeah, no, we had stuff also outside the house, like on the roof and stuff like that. It's like I do the inside, Dad would do the outside. But unfortunately, it's gotten to that time where I guess it's safe to say that he has pretty much retired from doing that because my dad's over 65 years old. So, he can't really do it like he used to anymore.
You do it.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say it's where you come in.
well, problem is I would have to be on the roof a lot, and I'm not sure. Never really been
Yeah.
taught how to do that. Put all that stuff on correctly, have it organized and tighten up and stuff.
What about stuff on the ground?
I mean, I can do the stuff on the ground. I just don't know if I can do the stuff on the roof.
Well, at least do that then.
Yeah. Well, there actually was one time I did try to help on the roof, but unfortunately, because again, I was not used to it, but problem was I accidentally stepping on some of the bulbs. So I knew at that point that this was not going to work for me.
So don't do it. You learned your lesson. Don't do it.
Exactly.
No, and then go step on them. It's you learn from your mistake and you do it correctly the next time.
Just don't watch Chevy Chase when he does it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen that. I can tell he really learned the hard way.
Yeah, don't learn, and don't watch Tim Taylor either.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't put anything on my roof. There was a time when I would put lights on my gutter, but I think I only did that one year because I don't even like going up on a ladder, so I don't do it.
I just crawl out the window.
You know, it's actually funny. That's how my dad kind of did it. He did it both ways. Like he had to go through a window, and in order to get access to the roof over the last couple of years, and this was kind of funny. He wouldn't be the only one who would always get up on the roof. So would our cat Slinky. She always would get any opportunity she can get to climb up on the roof and just walk around. Of course, obviously, there's nowhere for her to go because it's too high for her to jump.
I can't go out. Actually, no, I take that back. I can go out my bedroom window if I wanted to. Because the roof that's over my entertainment room is um, stable. The roof over the rest of my house is way too steep.
Oh, speak of the devil, here she is. Speaking of which,
Slinky?
yeah, she just showed. I don't know if you got. Yep, here she is. Yeah, I was just talking about you, about your habits of climbing on the roof sometimes.
I'm still waiting on you to go one day with, you know, Slinky.
Oh God! If it was that easy, I don't think she would like that at all. But that would be pretty fun. I have to admit.
I would love to see Slinky's reaction when you do that.
Yeah, Slinks, you want me to treat you like an actual Slinky? Yes. Hi. What do you want?
You'll probably end up with the same reaction that Chantel did with Jenny's cat.
Oh, I still remember how man, was Jenny's cat pissed off so bad.
Oh, yes.
I have never seen a cat that angry before in my entire life.
That cat.
What's that?
I can still hear that cat.
Yeah, I mean that almost. It's like you could hear that cat yelling from miles away. Like, man, was she pissed?
Yeah.
She did not like anything what Chantel was trying to do. No, I don't need to go to bed, Robert. I just woke up from bed not too long ago.
What the hell?
I was resting earlier this evening.
Usually you're doing your exercise right before the show.
Usually I do, but like I said, you have to remember now that I'm back in produce at my store, and because I'm already doing a lot of physical stuff, and of course, obviously with Christmas coming up, it's been busy these last couple days, so it's kind of been changing my schedule around. But
Do you have a step tracker?
a what?
A step tracker?
What's a step tracker?
It's a thing that you put on your belt and it counts every step that you take.
Oh no, I don't, but I do have an app for it though. Yeah.
Or a watch?
Yeah, no, they actually have something like that on your phone. So I have something like that for the phone itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a Fitbit app on my phone, but I don't know if you would be allowed to have your phone on you while you're working.
Well, as far as my actual phone, like when I'm at work, I mean, I am allowed to. I do keep it with me, obviously, and even more amazing, I am allowed to listen to music while I'm working. Of course, obviously, as long as I just use one earbud, of course. But as far as anything else, I can't really, unless it's really important. I can't really be texting or using the phone for anything else other than listening to music. It's slinky.
Yeah, I've got my iPod right here. So
iPod, those still exist.
right here.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a very long time.
This is the second one I've ever had. The first one I had, I don't know, maybe close to 10 years. And it got to the point where it couldn't hold a charge. I would get it fully charged, and in 5 minutes, it was dead. So I had to get this one, and I've had this one now for, it's got to be 10 years now.
Okay.
and it still holds a charge really well. It's got a full charge on it now, and last time I charged it was a week ago.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, but I listen to that when I haven't gone out on a walk in a long time, but I would listen to it when I would go on my walk, when I would be mowing the yard or raking leaves or any kind of outside work. I'd be listening to it.
Thanks. Jeez.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? She just hissed at me for no reason.
No, I didn't hiss. I didn't hear her hissing at you, but I saw her.
Yeah, she does this for no reason, but yeah, very briefly she went.
She wants to play.
Yes, she does. She does. Oh, okay. Bye, Slinky. Such a weird cat. She does not act like your typical house cat. I always have to ask myself, saying, I mean, I ask her so many times, like, could you please act like a normal house cat for once?
What does a normal house cat act like?
Well, first off, they don't start doing like what they just did, like biting my hand off so much. She does that
Sure
to
they
me.
do.
Well, she does that to me sometimes around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I could be asleep, and all of a sudden I feel teeth in my hand.
Yep, that's a cat.
Yeah. Well, what she wants your pop on your hat. No, she actually was. No, she was just going after my hand. I'm just glad that she doesn't have claws, because that would have been a lot worse. If you guys didn't know, she's declawed, but we didn't declaw her ourselves. She was already declawed prior.
There was a cat at the pound a couple of weeks ago that had what they call caps on its nails
Oh,
when it
caps,
came in,
yeah.
but it looked like fake nails, and they're actually put on like fake nails.
Oh, really?
There's no getting them off, and they're really thick, and it makes it hard for them to walk. I was so mad.
I was gonna say that must make them feel really uncomfortable.
They had to put her to sleep to get all those off of her.
Oh, jeez. Okay. At least they got them off.
Hmm.
See, I know she's not watching right now, but Kate, her cat Machi, first of all, her cat's from Germany, and by the way, believe it or not, even pets have to have their own passports. So her cat has her own passport, Machi.
I remember her saying something about that. I did not know such a thing existed.
I didn't know
No,
either, so I
it's
was
not exactly that. It's making sure that they have their shots
yeah.
and
No,
not carrying diseases that we don't have over here.
right. Or I don't think just here. I think for anywhere you move to, any country you move to. But no,
Hmm.
I remember my reaction was about the same as yours, Jeremy. I was just as surprised as you were, and um, Machi still has her claws in her case because, like, again, Machi was originally from Germany, and obviously, unlike over here, they don't do declawing in Germany, so she's kept her claws ever since.
Hmm. I don't know. I thought they did it everywhere if you wanted it done.
Well, there's still a lot of countries out there, like I said, Germany being one of them, that they never do it. In fact, in other words, it's pretty much illegal to do it in Germany and some of these other countries.
Some places remove dogs' vocal cords so
What?
they can't bark.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez, that's even worse.
we
Yeah,
do it here. We do it here in this country.
How have I not known about that? Jeez,
I had no idea either.
Yep.
it just
We
sounds.
do it for like apartment living where, they would get kicked out. Yep.
It just sounds worse. You're literally taking away their voice.
Yep.
And plus, you're not guaranteed to be living in an apartment building
Yeah.
the whole time. That would suck. If you do that to your dog, and then a year later you move and say you move into a house, you just did that thing for nothing. You can't reverse it, can you?
No, you
No.
can't. Once your vocal, whether human or animal, once your vocal cords are removed, that's it. There's no going back and refixing that.
Yeah. So I
So
can't even imagine ever considering doing something like
yeah,
that.
I mean, just the dog is screwed at that point. So I mean, this is just my personal opinion. It almost sounds more like, I mean, I get it, but it almost sounds still more like animal cruelty, if anything.
I don't know. There's times I want to do it to Ghost.
So okay,
with Ghost and Baby Girl, I can I can understand why you would want to do it with them.
Hmm.
yeah, I can understand
So
why.
we have a collar that shocks them when they do it. Actually, it don't. What it does is it beeps the first time. They bark 3 more times. It vibrates. They bark 3 more times, then it shocks.
Also, it gives like kind of like a warning to them.
They get 2 warnings.
So the three strikes rule.
Hmm.
I remember last time I was there, Ghost especially was kind of leery about the barking.
Yep. Yep. All I do is pick up his little remote, and he's done. He will go hide. Mhm. There we go. And the little one doesn't hardly bark at all. Now, he whines when the others play with us. He'll whine and howl and sounds ridiculous.
Oh, jeez.
He's been spoiled. And I don't mean a little. I mean, this little shit's been spoiled.
How old is it now?
Haven't they all?
Hey, Tom.
He's 6. But, yeah, they've all been spoiled, but this one was with my aunt by himself. He ate with her, he ate what she ate, and that abruptly ended. He will eat dog food and he will not eat off my plate. But he still has his little habits that we cannot break. When we get in bed, he will lick Zach's back until Zach lays down. And I mean just lick, 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 lick. Zach's like, you've got to make him stop.
Did you say lick his back?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And once he gets under the covers, he'll lick my legs until he goes to sleep.
I don't know if I could handle a dog licking my back.
That's
Oh,
just
he
like,
don't like it. He
Okay.
don't like it.
I don't think I mean, I've always heard about dogs licking people's faces and stuff. I don't think I've ever heard of a dog that licks someone's back.
Oh, a dog will do anything if you let it.
Yeah, it's true.
I would much rather. Now, he won't lick faces. I would much rather he licks my legs or my back than my face.
Oh God, with my sister's dog, she does that with us all the time. Like she'll jump on us and just literally lick our faces and stuff like that. Obviously, she's really excited of seeing us. Thinking it's been a very long time since, even though we probably may have seen her the day before. That's typical dog behavior, though, of course, because like to them, every time that you don't see them, it seems like it was ages ago.
Dogs, we have lives. Dogs have us. We are their life.
You know, my dad once said this a long time ago. Not in the case with dogs. Well, actually, no, it is with dogs and cats too. He said one time that when you give food to your dog, or if you give a treat or something to a dog, dogs pretty much think that you're God at this point. But when you do it with cats, though, and you give them food or treats, they think that they're because they think they're the ones running the show.
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to tell a cat no or train it? Absolutely not. It does not work.
Oh, that one you guys just saw, Slinky. I can't tell you how many times that we had to always, because again, like I said, she likes to go outside, and we're always like, "No, you're not going outside. No, you're not." And she'll start yelling, like it'll literally cause like kind of like an argument between either one of us and her, thinking that she has full authority to leave the house.
Yeah. Yeah, cats cannot be trained. I mean, it's just not going to happen. But they are one of the smartest creatures on this earth.
Well, I don't know if I'd say about this one that you guys just saw, because again, there's other times where she acts like a dog.
And she gets what she wants, don't she?
She does for the most part, and she won't stop bothering us until she gets what she wants.
So who's the smart one and who's got who trained?
I guess you could say Slinky in this case.
Now, back to where I started. They are one of the smartest animals that you can own.
Yeah, they are. How was that?
That was me. Clarissa was responding to something I wrote to her.
Oh, okay.
So, next week is Christmas.
Yes.
How are we feeling about it this year?
It's another Christmas.
Well, like I said, I wish we didn't have to lose all our snow for this. It definitely would have felt more like a white Christmas for it. Not to mention they're saying again that it's going to rain, but apart from that, though, I mean, I'm pretty excited for it.
Well, you never know. It may still snow sometime, even though they're not calling for. Well, actually, I don't know if they are calling for.
Last time I checked, I didn't see anything on it. They were, in fact, even saying that we're more than likely to have what they're referring to it as a brown Christmas.
Well, here's the thing. Don't y'all get snow a lot?
Normally we do, but that's usually like during the months of January and February.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll see it then.
Yeah, but it'll be long after when Christmas is over.
Yeah, Christmas is when we want to see it. All I care about is snow on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and it can be 60 and 70 the rest of the winter time for all I care.
That's right.
Now, according to this, we are supposed to be getting snow starting 7 a.m. until 10, but it's saying 20% chance of snow. And that seems to be it.
Yeah, y'all keep that mess over there.
Yeah. Oh, there was a lot.
It's unfortunate.
The weekend.
I still remember this growing up, but I've even seen pictures of it before I was born. But based on from what I can recall and what I saw from photos, but like in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, we used to have a lot more winters, like actual white Christmases during this time of the year. But it just seemed like that all came to an end once we hit the 2010s, and now that's just like a once in a 10-year cycle. And look who's back.
Slinky.
Yeah, I think she wants to eat or something. She wants to be fed. So but yeah, it just, when it comes to white Christmases, it's like a once in a 10-year thing nowadays for us.
I have spent Christmas in Florida where it was warm. You can be out in your shorts. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I've seen them all. Snow, 60 degrees up here in Indiana. Have plenty of rain.
Yep.
Well, and Tom just makes a good point. Yeah, no, it's not like I'm picturing or I'm asking to have a lot of snow. I'm not saying like several inches. I'm just talking just like even just an inch of snow is fine.
Just enough to cover the ground.
Just to have some around, even just 1 inch of snow, just to fill in the need for a white Christmas, and there you go. It doesn't have to be like several inches.
Yeah, well, you can keep it. Nope, I'm good.
I wish we could if it wasn't melting or washing away.
We
That's
got
actually
people
the reason.
traveling, so no.
That's actually the reason why. What you guys see, I mean, I know you guys always see me decorate all the time, but this is especially why I put all these Christmas lights and stuff. You guys can see I particularly use the color blue to kind of give it almost like and white too, to kind of give it like a wintry like feel. I just think, you know, even if we don't get an actual white Christmas, this is kind of my own closest I can get to kind of like a fantasy spot for a white Christmas. This is as close as I can get.
So you're in an ice castle.
Well, since you put it that way, I guess you can say it is like an ice castle.
Yeah, you've created your ice castle.
Yes, I am.
I'll tell you what, I had some wicked icicles hanging off my gutters at the back of the house.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, there was one back here that went all the way to the bottom of my window.
Oh really?
And it was like this thick. And so I was taking a shovel, going all along the gut, back and forth, and back here, one of them was hanging on a cord. I didn't realize it because you can't see it because of how thick the icicle was. So I broke it, and it was just dangling there, and I'm thinking, how am I going to get rid of this? I don't want to smack it with the. Wow, that was the first for me.
Probably should have just let it melt.
I didn't realize that
No,
it was on the wire like that.
that was
That sounds like to me that did not come from the snow itself. That sounded like that could have been the result of freezing rain because freezing rain is known to do that.
Is it working good?
Yeah, we haven't had any issues.
Awesome.
Zach got a thing from T-Mobile that streams because down here he's always losing connection or it's really slow or whatever the case might be. So he got something that, like, I don't know, does Wi-Fi down here.
A booster.
T-Mobile Internet.
T-Mobile internet. Okay, yeah.
A booster.
No, it's the actual internet from T-Mobile.
Ah,
I
Zach,
just wanted.
get away from that microphone.
What's that?
You sound like you're right next to the microphone.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow. See, I'm not even close to it.
Yeah, you're like loud and clear.
he's
You
not
were.
far away from me.
I know. When you first started talking, it's like, oh.
Wow. That was pretty cool.
Welcome to my life.
Hey, you marry him. That's your fault.
What are you doing, Ghost? He chased you off, didn't he?
So let's talk about some Christmas favorites, shall we?
No, why not?
Yeah. Start with an easy one. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh yeah, so me that or Adrian that.
Everybody.
Well,
Nick.
well, I mean, obviously, you know one of my favorites, Jerry, because we were just talking about it last night. Um, obviously, one of them, Nightmare Before Christmas. But in addition to that movie, like as far as an actual Christmas film, I would have to say we watch this every year, and I can guarantee we're going to watch it. We're definitely going to watch it again this year for on Christmas Eve. It's a Wonderful Life.
I had that on a couple days ago.
Great movie, classic.
Do you watch the original?
There is only an original.
There's been some remakes.
Not that I know of.
Are you talking about the one where they colorized it?
Yep. And
Oh
then
yeah, we've seen the colorized version. The color just doesn't really fit in too well. We prefer the black and white, the original version.
Well, when they add color to the original black and white stuff, it like the color is off on all of them.
Yes, it is, and it may not even be truly facts of what the actual colors were. And I actually just found this out a few years ago. There is one beneficial thing that the color version did, and none of us have ever seen until recently in the last few years. But it's still in a rather early part of the movie where George Bailey is still a kid, and when he's working at that pharmacy drugstore, and when he discovered those pills that were poisonous, showed them to his boss, and
Yep.
then he started slapping him. As a result, if you guys have never seen, his ear starts bleeding. That was actually real blood. Like he actually got smacked during that sequence, and the director of the film immediately, I mean, they stopped immediately. They're like, cut, cut, cut. Yeah, because that wasn't supposed to happen. Yes, the slapping was supposed to happen. No one, of course, like anybody, like anything, no one was supposed to actually get hurt. So they had to stop shooting for that sequence. And first off, they checked to see if the actor, was up, he was doing okay. But then, here, hold on a second. I should have had this ready beforehand. What was that they said about give me a second here while I'm looking. And we
Mickey,
ear, yeah,
his eardrum.
his eardrum. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. Okay, that famous ear bleeding scene in It's a Wonderful Life happened because the actor playing pharmacist Mr. Gower, H.B. Warren, actually hit the child actor Robert J. Anderson, young George Bailey, hard enough to make his ear bleed. A real accident during filming that director Frank Capra kept in the movie because it was so powerful. Young George, if you guys remember, had previously lost hearing in that ear after a childhood accident. And the hit from Gower, who was upset about bad news, reopens the wound, adding to George's sacrifices.
Yeah, there's a lot in that movie, and what's ironic is that Christmas is only a part of the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Yes, it is. It's not even like fully like an actual Christmas film until what you just said. Just one other thing here. I almost forgot. So they give a few more key details about this. Okay, yeah. Director Frank Capra decided to keep the raw emotional moment in the final cut, making it a crucial part of George's character development and foreshadowing his sacrifices. Robert J. Anderson, the child actor, later confirmed that Gower, who had been drinking, hit him for real, leaving his face red and ear bloody. So those are real slaps that he gave.
Now,
That's definitely
here's something that I didn't know about the movie. It's a Wonderful Life is based on a short story called The Greatest Gift, which in turn is loosely based on A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
yes, it is.
I had no idea. I had no clue. That's pretty awesome, though.
Another movie that I really enjoy watching is what was it? Oh my god, it was just like right at the tip of my tongue. Well, it's not actually. It's not even fully. It's not even really a movie. It's more of one of the animated specials. And by the way, this year marks the 60th anniversary of it. But my mom and I every year we always watch Charlie Brown Christmas every year, and
Yeah, that's a staple. Yeah.
yeah, that one that is. I actually found the original night. Hey, Jill, there she is. Um, I actually found the original 1965 broadcast of Charlie Brown Christmas. It was when it was at that time too when it was still being sponsored when it was being sponsored by Coca-Cola. So what I really liked about the original 1965 broadcast is how different it is compared to like with what we're all familiar with when they show it every year on television. But they even included deleted scenes like things I've never seen before and stuff like that. It was just like, wow, check this out. So, and when I found that original broadcast, it was on Internet Archive. We watched it a few years ago, and we were going to watch it, the next fall, the next year. But unfortunately, it was deleted. I was like, oh, damn it! I should have like downloaded it when I had the chance. But guess what? Somebody brought that back up. Boy, I downloaded it down there. This is not escaping me again. So I now have a copy of the original 1965 broadcast with the deleted scenes.
As far as the animated ones, for me, it's Charlie Brown, and it's also Garfield, his Christmas special.
Don't forget also the Grinch, the original one from the 60s, that came out a year after Charlie Brown Christmas, 1966.
That one doesn't really do it for me.
It doesn't?
It's not. I know it's a classic, but to me, it's not a personal favorite like Charlie Brown and Garfield.
What about the original, again, came out around the same period, 1964, about the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I'll put that above Grinch.
Okay.
My staples for my favorites, A Christmas Carol with the Jim Carrey version. That I actually followed it with the book. It is damn near word for word the perfect adaptation. I also like Santa's Little Helper
Okay.
with the Miz from WWE and 8-Bit Christmas with Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that one. He's telling the story. He's telling his daughter the story of when he was her age, how he and his friends conspired to get the original the original Nintendo for Christmas.
Oh, jeez.
So 90% of the movie takes place in the 80s.
Okay.
So I love it just from that.
Hey, Jan. Oh, she just said her favorites: Frosty, Jack Frost, Christmas Island.
I don't know Christmas Island.
I don't think I know that one either. I know the other two, but
Unless she's referring to the Land of Misfit Toys.
I don't know.
That's the only island I can think of. Another favorite I can't ignore is Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Santa Claus, Home Alone.
Oh, okay. So I just gotta throw this out with Home Alone. I mean, I do like Home Alone, but I'm not as crazy about it like I used to because that movie is shown so much more frequently than any other Christmas movie. At least for me, it has been. Like, I mean, I just hate to say it. It's just, to me, it's just not as funny as it used to be anymore. Like, I remember Christmas season where literally I was going to I went to three different Christmas parties throughout the month, and it was just it was playing at every single freaking Christmas party. Like, I could not go to any of these Christmas parties, without seeing or hearing that movie being played. Like, it was absolutely everywhere.
Okay, so the Land of Misfit Toys, Jan, that's actually Rudolph. That's actually the Rudolph.
I was going to say that's Rudolph. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're thinking. You're thinking Island of Misfit Toys. It's also got Yukon Jack.
Yes.
And I think on that one, they battle the Abominable Snowman.
Yeah, that's the original one.
No, he's referred to as the Yeti, I think.
No, he's just referred to as the Abominable, just not the Abominable Snowman.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm glad Jan agrees on Peanuts, Charlie Brown. Yeah, like I said, we not only just watched the original one from the '60s. We pretty much watched like every Christmas classic they have. Which, by the way, they have made so many more than you guys could ever possibly imagine. Like we have like a whole marathon of the different Christmas specials of Charlie Brown and Peanuts, and of course that also extends to the New Year's because then you got Happy New Year, Charlie Brown, and She's a Good Skate, Charlie Brown, both from the '80s.
Well, when you look at the Rankin Bass Productions, I actually have two DVD sets. One is the original seven classics. It's got Rudolph, Frosty, Frosty Returns, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, um, Cricket on the Hearth.
You're Without a Santa. That's another one I just thought from the early '70s.
That one is on the second one.
Okay.
Let's see, Rudolph, Cricket on the Hearth. Oh, Little Drummer Boy.
Jill just mentioned that shortly after I said it.
Uh,
Meister songs, yeah.
okay, that's the seven. On the next one that I got is The Year Without Santa. There's 10. Year Without Santa, The Stingiest Man in Town. Nestor, the long-eared Christmas donkey. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
Leprechaun's Christmas. No, Leprechaun's Christmas Pot of Gold. Pinocchio's Christmas. Frost. This one's a much older. I don't even know why they included this one, but Frosty and Rudolph's Christmas in July.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Uh, Damn. What else is it? There's 10 of them altogether.
While you're thinking of the rest of them, Jan brought up, there's another big favorite of mine that I always watch, Polar Express. I actually saw that when that first came out in theaters back in 2004. I still remember that like yesterday.
That one was a fun one. I got the soundtrack to that one.
So I got a little funny story to tell you about that.
Here it is. Twice the Night Before Christmas. Rudolph's Shiny New Year.
Oh yeah, that one also from the '70s.
Yeah. Okay, Grinch Stole Christmas, Nestor, Leprechaun's Product, Christmas Gold, Pinocchio, Year Without Santa, Stingiest Man in Town, Twice the Night Before Christmas. No, that's it.
So I just thought of, so I got a little funny story to tell you guys about Polar Express. When that first came out in 2004, was Chris. Okay, let me just answer this quick. Chris, I'm about 3.5 hours away from Charleston. I've actually gone there a number of times because that's near Mattoon, Illinois. That's where they have SilkCon. So I've been there. I've been pretty close to Charleston. Anyways, so how we actually got to see the Polar Express, it was very unexpected because I was only 11 years old then, and this was one of my last times I still had to go to, like, this was one of the last times that I actually went to the movie theater with my parents before I was allowed to start going on my own. I mean, obviously it wasn't until I was 13, but anyways, we did not intentionally want to go see Polar Express. I wanted to see, believe it or not, because it came out around that same time, was when The Grudge came out. So this was like literally my first take watching this was my first time trying to see a horror movie in theaters. So we went to go see The Grudge, my dad and I. And I would say probably after a half hour, 45 minutes, I think it was just getting too scary for me at that point. Again, I was only 11. And I still remember the part that we left. I was like, all right, I think we're done here. It was the part where Sarah Michelle Gellar's character found the closet to the attic it's all taped up, and she's trying to get all the tape off because she could hear the cat meow, which was the cat boy. But literally, that's like, all right, we're done. So my
So that gives me another question to ask. But let's get to Adrian, her favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, there you go.
Which version?
The original, as far as I know. I've only seen the one.
Oh, yeah, I know that there's two of them, and they are so incredibly close.
Yes, I am, Jan. Said I was a baby because I said how old I was back then.
You okay there, Max? What's going on?
Is it the one with Natalie Wood?
Yes.
Okay,
What's going on? You don't
so
quit.
that is the 1947 version.
So what I was just gonna say real quick, so like after I walked out of the theater from seeing The Grudge, my dad, of course, was like, well, we're gonna have to go see something. You know, we can't just simply walk out of the theater, like just leave
Yeah.
because we paid for the tickets already. And I look over and I see that there was a showing of the Polar Express. I thought, well, considering that it's getting close to Christmas time, why not? Let's go see Polar Express. So we went to the theater, we sat down, and man, I'll never forget the experience of seeing Polar Express in the theater for the first time. It was phenomenal to watch.
That movie moved the needle when it first came out.
Yeah,
That
it really
was
did.
Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard's another one.
It is not a damn Christmas movie.
Yeah, well, Jeremy, you've heard Don say this. Don might disagree with you on that, Adrian.
Well, yes,
It happened during Christmas. That doesn't mean it's a
Christmas Eve at a Christmas party. That constitutes Christmas movie.
no.
Yeah.
No, this is the same Grinch.
Bruce himself said it is not a Christmas movie.
No, and coming from the Grinch, who does not like Christmas music or Christmas movies. No.
One more.
What is your favorite scary Christmas movie?
I don't know that I've ever watched a scary Christmas movie.
Outside of Nightmare Before Christmas, even though it's not really that scary to begin with, I would
I
have
haven't
to
even watched all of it.
Really?
say one of my favorites is also Black Christmas from the 70s with Olivia Hussey in it. That's one of my favorites.
I've still not seen that one.
You haven't seen Black Christmas? That's a classic.
Oh, just the original, remember?
Yeah, it's the original.
The remake. That's the only one that I've seen. I have not seen the original.
Oh, you gotta watch. It's directed by the same director who almost 10 years later also directed A Christmas Story. Yeah, it's what was this? Bob. I forgot his last name. The hell's his last? Oh my god!
You could just sit in the corner with Zach, Jan.
Oh, Bob Clark. He directed both movies.
Okay.
Christmas Story and Black Christmas. And
I like Jack Frost, and I also like Silent Night, Deadly Night.
yeah, that's a classic. Did you see they just recently remade Silent Night, Deadly Night again? Did you see that?
I've seen it, but I haven't seen it.
Well, I haven't seen. I just literally discovered it earlier today. I had no idea they were making a second remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, we've been talking about it on Fear Fans.
I haven't been on.
Well, that's your fault.
I'm trying to. There was also one other one I was just thinking of. That's the hell was it?
A couple years ago, a new one came out called Violent Night.
Violent Night. Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty decent. And then I think more recently, the Mean One came out,
Okay.
we're actually covering that on Tuesday. I'm going to try to watch that beforehand.
Black Christmas too, by the way, if you didn't know this, I mean, it's not necessarily particularly like the very first horror movie that revolves around Christmas, because there was another horror film that came out 2 years prior to that, around 1972, called Silent. Believe it or not, it has a similar title, Silent Night, Bloody Night. But
I have heard of that.
you could watch that actually, like even on Wikipedia, they have the whole movie because it's public domain now. That's why. So, but for Black Christmas, on the other hand, wasn't necessary. Even though it wasn't necessarily the first holiday horror film, it was the first type of film of its kind. Because, for one thing, it was one of the first. It was actually one of the first horror films to combine both the slasher genre and the murder mystery genre together. Because
What about The Shining?
I don't think The Shining takes place during Christmas. I know it takes place during the winter.
Well, if it takes place during the winter,
Yeah, but it could be January or February. I mean, Adrian, you know that you live in Colorado yourself.
oh no, it starts in November.
Yeah, it's true. Hello again, Slinkers. Look who's back yet again.
Veggie Tales.
Because
Yeah,
at The Shining, I look at the Dead Zone.
Oh, Dead Zone. That's another good one. I like that. Not necessarily much of a huge horror film, but it's definitely a great movie.
Oh, last night I finally saw the Star Wars holiday special for the first time.
Oh, you did? How was it?
It wasn't easy to watch.
That's why I'm not sure if I should watch it or not, because I'm a Star Wars fan myself.
It is so weird. It's like they threw a whole bunch of things into it, like a vegetable soup.
Oh man.
It is really incredibly weird. Christmas to them is Life Day. It's just really odd.
Put a few other Veggie Tales, Little Drummer Boy, Nutcracker, Prancer. Jill just said Shining should count because it's during Christmas. There's a blizzard and everything. So yes, for the ladies who remember the holidays or Love Actually, those are so sweet.
Actually, you know what? Having said that, Jill, I really enjoy Hallmark Christmas.
Oh God, my mom watches that like almost every day. I can't stand Hallmark.
A Cozy Christmas Inn. It's got Judy Sweeten in it from Full House. A Cozy Christmas Inn, Christmas in Rockwell, the Christmas Contest, Lights, Camera, Chris. I love those movies. I really do. But what gets me is that they make like 100 of them every single year.
That's what I mean. They make so many of them.
Yeah, it's hard to keep. It's hard to keep track of them. But here in the last couple of years, the one that I've taken a chance on, I really enjoy. Another recent favorite of mine is, oh no, I've already mentioned it, 8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas with the Cranks. That's another really funny one.
Yeah. I was just thinking of I don't know if it was a Christmas film. I know it was from Hallmark. I did briefly see this. I got a kick. I will say this is one of the few times I got a kick out of this because I saw a familiar actor in this film. Again, I don't know if it was Christmas related or not. It was definitely on Hallmark. But I'm sitting down. I needed to talk to my mom about something. And then I turned over to the screen because she's watching Hallmark. I was like, holy crap, is that Bruce Campbell? And it was some Hallmark movie Bruce Campbell was in. I thought that was pretty awesome. Of course, obviously, my app just thinking, groovy.
Another one that I really love from my childhood is A Very Brady Christmas.
Oh, yeah. That's another one. Good
That
one.
was real good. I actually got it over there, but I still have it on VHS. from when we videotaped it when it was airing back then.
That's awesome.
I watch that every day.
There's also. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's actually a little funny bit. Normally, after it's done, I stop and rewind it and put it away for next year. But I was doing something on the computer and I forgot about it, and it ran into Super Mario World, the cartoon.
Oh God. Oh, that's always the worst.
Yeah. You mentioned Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Have you seen the sequel to it? A Christmas Story Christmas?
You know, it's funny. I was going to bring that up. No, I haven't yet. My sister has seen it. I've seen the trailer for it, but yeah, I've been meaning to see the sequel these last few years. I've really been wanting to.
It
It looks
good. It's in the same spirit as the original.
Yeah, I was going to say definitely a far more worthier sequel than the 2012 one, which has nothing to do with the original film.
Well, there was one before that one.
Yeah, there was that. They made that other film in the mid '90s that
Yeah.
takes place during the summer,
Yep.
which has this. I don't know if it really has many of the same cast members. I know they have the same narrator in that film, but
No, it's not the same cast.
not the same cast apart from the narrator. But no, I'm just saying as far as like actual cast members and stuff, the new one you just mentioned, it's definitely a far more worthier sequel than the 2012 one.
One movie that came out this year is the best Christmas pageant ever.
Yeah, you know,
I watched that. That one is pretty good.
when you mentioned also about Christmas Story, you know, like how they have that 24-hour marathon of when they show Christmas Story on Christmas Day. I'm really surprised now with the sequel that.
Cable TV, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's a TBS shows
Okay.
has like a 20 no Family Channel. I'm sorry, it was like they show like a 24-hour marathon of Christmas Story. They just keep replaying it repeatedly. But I'm honestly surprised now with the release of the sequel, the one that came out a few years ago. I'm surprised they're not showing both movies, the original and the new sequel, because they're truly connected. And by the way, for some reason, every time when the marathon's over, it's not even the last time they show the movie. For some reason whatsoever, like on the very last part of the marathon, they always air The Wizard of Oz, which, okay, I get it's like a magical film, but that's not really a Christmas movie.
It's not. No.
It just doesn't make sense.
Do you consider Gremlins a Christmas movie?
Well, yeah, that is a Christmas movie. Another one I can think of. This is a favorite of my brother's. Actually, is came out 10 years ago. What was that movie called? Oh man, not. It has Seth Rogen in it. The Night Before. Did you ever see that one?
Don't know that one.
Yeah, that came out about 10 years ago. Seth Rogen's in it.
Oh,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Anthony Mackie. They're all in this movie.
I don't hear very much anymore.
What?
That's a name you don't hear very much anymore. Jason Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, he's one of the main characters in this movie, and also it's got quite the cast. I know it also has Michael Shannon, Jillian Bell. There's one more. There's one more I'm thinking of, and it's like right. Tracy Morgan is even in it. So James Franco, Baron Davis, Miley Cyrus even is in it. So it's got quite a lot of big cast.
So that must have been before she went crazy.
Yeah, it was. This was back. This came out in 2015. So
Before she was riding a wrecking ball.
Yeah, it is. But it's a hilarious movie. My brother and I, we watched it every year too.
I'm sure Daddy's proud.
Let's see, another one that I watched. I watched for the first time this year. It was made 30 years ago. It's a Hulk Hogan movie.
Oh, Hulk! Oh, wow!
He actually made a Christmas movie called.
I had no idea there was even a Hulk Hogan movie.
He's made a lot of movies.
Yeah, I know. technically Alien is also Christmas because they get a little tree. I don't remember them doing that in Alien.
Yeah, I don't either.
Gremlins, certainly, yeah, there's the tree. Well, and they also played Christmas Baby Please Comes Home right at the very beginning of Gremlins. I like to spot the little things in my films.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, what's everybody's favorite Christmas song?
I heard the bells on Christmas.
I knew you were going to say that one.
Okay.
I was just listening to that just yesterday. I just thought about our video we made a few years ago.
Yeah, I loved that video.
Oh, that was great. Can you believe it was like 5 years ago that was made?
Yeah, I know. That was the last one I had made too.
What the hell? Where did all the time go? What the hell?
I know. I know. Nick, you'll find this out. The older you get, the faster time goes.
Yeah, it does.
I was 27 years old when I filmed that.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Speaking of which, there's actually a film based on the events that led to the writing of that poem.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's called "I Heard the Bells," and it is about from shortly before Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's wife burned to death.
Oh.
All right, come on.
That
Come on.
led to him not writing ever
Get up here.
again.
Get up here.
Then the events that followed, his son going to the war, led to him writing Christmas Bells, which is the original poem. And 100 years later, they started using that for a song. It's a good movie. It's called "I Heard the Bells." I actually found it at Walmart a couple of years ago. I really enjoy that one. But yeah, that is my favorite Christmas song. It used to be "Oh Holy Night" until I heard that song. To me, that one completely encapsulates what Christmas is really all about.
My favorite, this has been a favorite of mine since childhood, undoubtedly would have to be Jingle Bell Rock, but I would also say another favorite, funny enough, kind of like with you, Jeremy, I'm also a big fan of that song, "Oh Holy Night." My favorite version, undoubtedly, which I don't know if you guys remember from a few years ago, I even used this on one of my Christmas music posts, and that was also "Oh Holy Night," especially by Josh Groban. That version that he makes of "Oh Holy Night" is just phenomenal. Like, it just gives that feeling like he's truly singing into the night. Like, just that. I'm not going to lie. I get emotional and I get teary-eyed when I listen to that version. It's just so powerful.
Josh is a hell of a singer.
Yeah, he is. And if you remember, this goes back to what we were talking about with Polar Express. He also sings the ending credits song for Polar Express. So they had the perfect singer for the credits for that movie.
Yeah,
so,
I've got a couple of his albums. It's amazing the voice that comes out of that body.
It's even more amazing, like how young he was, like when he did the song, like in this case, "Oh Holy Night." That was like back in 2002, I think. At that time, he was only probably like, I would say maybe only 21 years old. You know, he was still a youngster, but still, just like what he performs is just incredible. There is one of the few live performances from that period that he performed that song on NBC, I think it was, and that live performance was just as great as the actual recording. Like it's fantastic. You got to check it out if you haven't seen it. But I do get emotional a lot of times every time I hear that version of "Oh Holy Night."
Let's see, I think I have the album that it's on. No,
I have on
The deluxe. Oh, okay, I don't know if I have the deluxe version.
See, I just got all my stuff on my music playlist on my phone. And what I actually do is, funny enough, that song, along with a few others, is in fact one of the last songs on my Christmas music list. Because, like, I kind of developed this over the years, but I know it sounds kind of depressing, but you guys will get the idea. Is when I near the end of my Christmas music list, it actually gets closer. It actually gets to more of the kind of more gloomy or kind of sadder sounding songs because it's not necessarily to give a depressing feel. It's just more or less to kind of signify that after several days of playing, because I have a pretty big music list. After a few days of starting it, it's like it signifies that we're getting to the end of the list. We're almost done. But I don't leave it just like that. I do leave a few positive sounding songs at the end, so it doesn't sound so sad at the end of it. So that's not only something that I've done with my Christmas music list, that's something I've done with most of my other holiday music lists, with the, of course, sole exception of Halloween music, because it's supposed to be completely the opposite for that one. But, I my music list is notorious for creating that kind of emotional feeling.
I used to, this long before we all met, I used to post one Christmas song every day from November 1st up to Christmas Day.
There you go.
Yeah, I used to do that every year. I did the same thing for Halloween too.
Yeah, because there's so many of them.
Yeah, I haven't done so the last
I'm
5.
not even joking. I have came across so much more new Christmas music that I've never come across before, but I had to start cutting down. Like, I was only intending to look for just a few, and I'm not even. I found like 200 songs, if not even more than that. There are so many new ones that have been coming out, but I started to get a little bit suspicious about some of these songs because I thought, wait a second, are these sung by actual people or are they AI songs? So there's a website, if you guys haven't heard of, it's called matchtune.com. It allows you, it's for right now the only legitimate website that can help you detect if it's an AI or not. So I always prefer music being sung by actual singers.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came across this, when my watch history was like this big, if not even way bigger than what I'm demonstrating, I started cracking down because I wanted to keep the real music, but I also didn't want to have all this AI stuff. So that's when before I download and convert a song, I always go through matchtune.com and it tells you whether it's a real if it's humanly made or not. So, but even with the songs that I have cut out that have been revealed to be AI, it's still so many. I honestly don't think I'm going to get all this music ready in time and put on my phone before Christmas. I think it's probably going to continue even after when the official holiday season's over. But one thing I know for sure, I am never doing this again. Because part of the reason why it grew so big was like every time I clicked on the song so I could listen to it, all of a sudden there's a link for another song that was just made. And I was like, oh, great, I got to listen to this one too. Like, it's like a never-ending cycle. So I am never, ever, ever going to do this again. If I ever need more new Christmas music, I'll do it any other time of the year. Not during this time, because this stuff, like Larry, some of these tracks, like when I'm looking this stuff up, some of these tracks are like literally released within like the last few hours, if not even the last few minutes. It's crazy.
Sue, I agree. I am so over this AI bullshit. It's not even funny.
Why do you think that I've been cracking down on this stuff? Because like I don't like the AI. I like when it's done by actual singers because you hear the emotions, you get the actual feeling out of it. It's just a far more realistic sound to it. The AI stuff it doesn't add up.
Well, the books that we listen to going to bed, half of them are read from AI now.
I mean, I do have maybe some exceptions, but for the most part, I keep the real stuff.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I mean,
Go through the Audible list to look for thing. I see where it says virtual voice. I clicked on listen to samples just to see what it's like. They sound okay, but when it gets to the actual dialogue, there's no difference.
Uh,
you know,
you can't tell
no,
until they go to saying certain words. And it's just like, remember how our GPS used to say names of roads
yeah,
that were incorrect?
yep,
The way this is, it's ridiculous. I'm like,
exact
really?
same
What?
thing.
What?
The only time I ever rely on AI, I mean, it's different for like I said with my other holiday music list. It's different when I'm having a hard time trying to find new music to add to other holiday music lists. Like if I just don't have any other option, I sometimes have to go by that. But in the case with Christmas, I mean, in this case, regardless whether this new music, even if it is made by legitimate real singers, I don't need AI music, especially for that. That clearly goes to show I got plenty of Christmas music to rely on. Like I said, I might not even get it all in time ready for Christmas Day itself. So I got enough to last. I probably, as I even said to my mom one time, I probably now especially have enough Christmas music to last me an entire zombie apocalypse because there's
So,
so. It's probably now even bigger than I'm not even sure. It's probably even bigger than my Halloween music list, and that was usually the biggest list for the longest time.
so our playlists say a lot about our
It's by
personalities.
everybody. Halloween, not so much.
Well, for the
Yeah.
longest time it was Halloween, but now it's truly Christmas taking over it. But I'm sorry, Adrian. Go ahead. What were you saying?
So our playlists say a lot about ourselves. They reflect who you are. So my favorite Christmas songs: 12 Redneck Days of Christmas.
That
It,
one does not surprise me at all.
You know, that's the classic term of saying if you like listening to 12 Rednecks of Christmas, you know you're a redneck.
you haven't heard that song, have you?
No, I haven't, but just after
I
hearing the
need you.
title,
No, stop right there. Stop right there. I need you to stop right there. I need you to mute yourself like you so much enjoy doing. And I need you to look up that song and listen to it for the next 2 minutes. That's what I need
well,
you to do
I
right now.
will say this. There is a similar song that did have something involving a redneck that I have. There was actually a song that came out, I think, like 20 years ago called Leroy the Redneck Reindeer.
Yeah, no, no. I need you to just mute yourself and listen to that song. That's what I need you to do.
Yeah, it's a Jeff Foxworthy. It it is good.
Just mute yourself and listen to it.
He, he's
Uh,
he's already muted.
Christmas Cookies is another one. That one's just cute and funny.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
It is just cute and funny. It's a country. Um, and then Santa Looks a Lot Like Daddy.
I Joe posted. It's not Alien. It's Prometheus that she was talking about. That has the Christmas tree in the background.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So it's on Prometheus.
Hold on one
Okay,
second.
so she says, what's your favorite Christmas pastime to do during the holiday? Or your favorite part of the whole Christmas season?
Past.
Decorating. Mine's decorating.
I'll be right back. I tried listening to it, but because you guys are speaking, it's hard to hear. So I'm going to grab my earbud. I'll be right back.
Okay, you do that. But you got to come back because I want to see your face while you're
Yeah,
watching
it
it.
was. Yeah, it's just right over. I had to charge it up, so fortunately, it just got fully charged up, so I got a full charge for it. So now I got all the time in the world to listen to it.
This
All
is
right.
this is history in the making, folks. Nick actually has something charged during this show.
That's right. Yeah, I charged it several hours in advance.
Yeah, December
You
8th,
knew
2025, Nick had something charged.
coming in here.
By the way, while I'm getting this ready, Jeremy, I just got to ask real quick as I'm setting this up. This is just something actually revolving around Christmas story. Did you know that um oh my god, what the hell? It just left my head.
That's
Oh,
okay.
wait,
When you're done listening to it, everything's going to leave your head.
Okay, so I better ask. Okay, no, it just came back, so I better ask this quickly. Um, did you know that Jack Nicholson was originally supposed to be in that movie?
In Christmas Story?
Yeah, he was supposed to originally be the father in that movie.
Oh, no, that would not have worked out so well.
There's rumor. Well, even though they say that supposedly he was originally supposed to be in it, there is no proof or evidence to show that Jack Nicholson was ever be involved with Christmas Story. But I can understand why though. Like with your reaction, considering he was just trying to murder a kid a few years prior in The Shining. All right.
It's hard to break character.
Okay, here it is. In the DVD commentary, director Bob Clark mentioned that Jack Nicholson was considered for the role of the old man. Clark expressed his gratitude that he ended up with Darren McGavin instead, who appeared later in other Clark. Okay, so the director himself said that in the DVD commentary.
Okay.
That's good.
Now
Okay.
all right. Now let's see.
Let's listen to this. Why do I have a dog jumping up, down, up, down, up, down?
He's already laughing.
Oh my God.
He hasn't even got to any good parts yet.
When he gets,
Oh my God.
he must have gotten to the flannel shirts part.
Yeah.
Just keep listening.
Favorite pastime?
Or tradition.
Oh God.
It would have to be. It would have to be the Christmas breakfast that Mom would always make every year. She had this casserole um, with potato slices and
Ooh.
peppers, lots of cheese. I don't remember what all was in there, but it was the most delicious thing. And it was one of those special meals that she made for very special occasions, and she made it for every Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
cool.
it's penitentiary.
And they have not had that ever since she's passed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a very long time since I've had that casserole.
He must have gotten to the condoms part.
No.
I don't remember the full lyrics to it, so I'm looking at it now. Remember flannel shirts. I remember.
Oh, man, that was great. Oh, that's really funny. Oh my God.
It's actually
I
very
don't think
true.
I'm ever gonna look at that song, that classic song, now the same way ever again after hearing that. So, thank you, Adrian.
It's very true.
I guess I'll have to consider that your Christmas, my Christmas gift from you.
Okay, so I got one more for you.
Oh God,
Merry Christmas from the Family.
who's that by?
I want to say it's. Let me see. Because I want to say Chesney, but I don't think that.
Oh wait, no, I have heard of that song. Yeah, Merry Christmas from the Family. Yeah, I think that's Kenny Chesney.
Montgomery Gentry.
Who?
Montgomery Gentry.
Oh, yep, yeah, it just showed up on the search.
And I'm sure you have not heard this one.
I was gonna say I've heard of Kenny Chesney, but yeah.
It's a family Christmas party, and what happens at a family Christmas party?
Well, first off, give me a second here because, as usual, a damn ad is playing on my phone. You drink, I would assume.
Oh, that's only part of it.
I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Jill just said, I'd make such an awesome Santa Claus with that wonderful holly jolly laugh of mine. Yeah, I could see that working. Let's
Santa Claus, I'm not so surprised he doesn't have that damn mitt over his face.
here, I'll be right back.
Stay put. I had to go and open my big mouth, didn't I?
I think as kids, my kids, I always had.
Nick can be the holly jolly laughter Santa Claus. I'll be the sexy Santa Claus.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's what Jill said.
Huh?
That's what Jill is saying.
Oh.
Yeah, she's voting for me still as sexy Santa.
Okay, well,
That's what you're saying. That's Jill.
Now, before that happens, you got to take half those clothes off first.
That is not going to be a pretty sight. I can tell you that right now. That is not going to be a pretty sight.
What is it?
I guess our Christmas tradition was each kid got to hang their ornament on the tree first before it was decorated. And I did that with my kids, and we'd take a picture as they were hanging it. And of course, my kids were the generation that would just, no, I don't want pictures, Mom. No, I don't want pictures, Mom. I don't give two shits what you want. This is what's going to happen. And that's a conversation we had before that picture was taken.
Yeah, it says she missed sitting around her great grandparents' house with her grandparents after Christmas Eve mass, snacking on appetizers and opening their gifts. It was so excited for them to open what I made them. Open up what I made them.
Yep.
All right, let's listen to this other song you were talking about.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now, I will say this, that the one thing that kind of drives me batty about my beard is when I talk, it splits right in the middle.
Oh, yeah, that's normal.
Is it?
That's the butt crack chin.
I keep combing it, hoping that the strands would get kind of intermingled with each other. It
No,
worked.
no. That's why bikers, put the ponytail in their beard.
Yeah. Well, mine. Yeah, I guess it is kind of long enough to be able to do that, but
Oh my God, I actually have heard of this song before.
Welcome to my life. That is
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think I got a different version of it. Yeah, I've heard of this one.
Uh-huh.
I actually have a beard care kit upstairs. I've only used it once, but it does have it. I don't know if it's wax, but it's this thing that you get out of this little jar that you mix into your beard.
Yeah, kind of wax, yeah. Conditioner.
Sue said you need beard wax.
Yeah, I have something that I can put into my beard, but I don't know if I really want to put that in my beard. I don't know.
Try to blow dry it.
If I do, it would be very like first thing in the morning because I wouldn't want that stuff on my pillow.
No.
I was just thinking, by the way, what Jill was saying earlier, saying like I would have that holly jolly laugh. I was also thinking about with what she was saying earlier because she mentioned another good Christmas classic. Another one I like too is Elf. And one of my favorite parts of the movie was when Will Ferrell ripped the beard off the fake Santa. They started fighting in the convenience store. That part I never get tired of. He's a fake.
There you go, Nick. Jill's asking you a question.
Try to grow a beard for next Christmas and really pull off your Santa look too. I mean,
That,
it would take a while. It would take a while, but I could possibly make that happen.
No, it wouldn't take a while.
from shaving everything off
Remember,
March and leaving it alone. So
What's that?
it's a 4-year commitment. This
A 4-year commitment?
full
Oh, full year. I thought you said
Yeah.
4 years. Like, wait, what?
4-year commitment.
Okay.
Because I shaved this off back in March, and I left it alone. And this is how much. This is all that's come out since then. Because when I shaved my head, I shaved my face, and I just let him go. Because I want the full beard for when I go to Reno in March.
You
Which
know,
at that time I do very fully expect to see Jill there.
you know, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but when I was like in my early 20s, I was kind of going through like this kind of evolution, if you will, when I did used to have a beard, because it's like I decided after I turned 21, I was going to have just like the beard on my chin. And then after when I turned 23, I extended it to having like the mustache. And then after I turned 26, for a short period, I wanted to have a full facial beard at that point. But the reason why I never truly proceeded it was because Tom at one point even said to me, saying, Nick, for the age you're at, I mean, you still have this youthful appearance. You look so much more younger than you actually look. You might want to enjoy that while you still can. So I would take the beard and stuff off until it's actually time to start growing it. So I've kind of been taking that advice ever since.
by the time it's time to start growing it, it's because the hair from your head is migrating to your back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're growing it just so you can have some up front.
Yeah, that's usually that other song, by the way, that you sent, by the way, I'm gonna have to send that to remember when we had the 3 J's on, Jay, Jason, and Joe. I'm gonna have to send that to Jay. I wonder if he knows that song, because he's a redneck himself. He's not a redneck. He's more of a hillbilly, but I'll still send it to him anyway.
There's not that much difference.
Yeah. I often
If he does not know that song, he just gave up his redneck card.
he was originally from Kentucky.
That's what I'm saying. He's as redneck as it gets.
And now he lives in Ohio, so
It's okay. I live in Colorado. You think my redneck status stopped? Absolutely
Yeah.
the fuck not.
well, I don't think he's too far from the Ohio-Kentucky border, because he lives in Dayton. So, yeah, I don't
He's
even think he's that
in a
far. Huh?
He's in a city. I feel bad for him.
Well, I don't know if he actually is in the city of Dayton. He might be on the outskirts of Dayton.
City life is completely different. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is. I know that. I live 20 minutes away from there.
You live there.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? On second thought, yeah, I live there.
Country is where you can walk out your house like I used to do in a robe with a gun in your hand.
Yeah.
And anybody who is driving by is probably not supposed to be there. They're up to no good, and they ain't coming back because they see this woman with a robe with a gun in her hand out there looking at you.
That's right.
And that is the quintessential Kentucky visual right there.
I mean, even Don, when he used to go to, because he went to Western Kentucky University, and so he lived like in the area of Bowling Green, and he said,
That's not quite as redneck.
well, he still said that there were still spots that had signs and stuff on them saying trespassers will be shot.
Yeah,
But you just said, though, it's not as redneck over in Bowling Green.
it's not. over in where I lived in Kentucky, which I'm not going to mention any names because it is not appropriate, it is not okay, and I do not condone it. But there was other signs there that were racially motivated,
Oh, jeez.
and that's how bad it was.
Oh,
That's
man.
how deep into Kentucky I was.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sue said, I want the full Santa look. You need to have head and face be a strong white color. What?
Nah, I can be spray painted.
Is he telling? I can't tell if Sue's referring that to me or.
Yeah. So your beard needs to be white, so you'll have to spray paint it gray.
I was gonna say the beard is white. This was custom made.
He's talking about if you grow it out.
Oh, grow it out. Okay.
Not a face mask with a hole in it, dude.
No, like I said, this was custom made. My cousin made this for me.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm already halfway there with the all white thing. Yeah. Okay, we are 10 minutes till the end of the show.
Shit.
Went by so quick.
It has. It really has.
Just felt like we just started like 20 minutes ago.
I know. Tomorrow on 13th Dimension, be doing Christmas episode there. Got a lot of people that I've invited to be on. Now it's just a matter of seeing who actually shows up.
I'll probably join for a couple minutes.
Next week, actually the next 2 weeks, we will not be on here. Because that's Christmas Day, New Year's Day. Ain't nobody going to want to be on then.
Yeah.
But I will be doing a 13th Dimension next Friday, and this one I'm going to do it solo. Basically, I'll be doing like a year in review. So it'll just be me talking.
Jill never got what my favorite pastime was.
I don't think you ever said. I don't think you had a chance to say it. We were talking to what ours was while you were gone.
Yeah. Remind me. So, I know this is going to sound up. So, exactly what we mean by pastime.
Like, what was your favorite thing about Christmas when you were a kid?
Well, first off,
what was your favorite thing that you did? Or like maybe a tradition you did or some special event? Like for me, it was talking about the casserole that my mom made for Christmas morning.
I would just have to say, believe it or not, it probably would have to be Christmas Eve itself, the night before, where it just had this kind of like dreamlike feel to it. Like you really felt like as if you were in one of those kind of Christmas movies. It just felt so positive. I always enjoyed just the trying to think of the best way I could describe it. Just enjoy I guess the peace, for lack of a better term. Just a carefree time to enjoy it. I mean, I still do today. It is never ended. It's always like that. It's always going to be with me, even no matter how old I get. But also just spending time and enjoying being with the family. That's probably my favorite thing. One of the other Christmas traditions, and this is something again we still do today. As I said earlier, every Christmas Eve we watch. Well, actually, before that, my mom and I we always go to 5 or 6 o'clock. Yeah, usually about 5 o'clock evening Christmas mass, and then afterwards we head home and we watch It's a Wonderful Life. And after that, now this is something I doubt it probably broadcasts where you guys are. this may not sound Christmas related, but it actually is because the way how they put this together. Every year they've been doing this for 20 years. In fact, this is the 20th anniversary of it. They've been doing this for 20 years now, since 2005. We also watch a special broadcast of something called Bozo, Gar, and Ray, detailing some of our like most biggest Chicago television icons like Bozo the Clown, Garfield Goose, Ray Rayner. Talking about essentially it's about the history of Chicago television, but they do mix it with Christmas related stuff. And they also show, correct me if maybe you guys know these films, maybe you don't. They also show those three.
That one.
What's that?
I don't know that one.
Which one?
The show that you're referring to, the one that they've been playing the past 20 years, I don't know that one.
No, not the show itself. They also play 3 short black and white Christmas films. You guys may have heard of these ones, and that's Susie Snowflake, Susie Snowflake, Frosty the Snowman, and Hard Rock Coco and Joe. All came out back in Christmas. I figured you guys wouldn't because they were specifically made for the Chicago area, although only one other city ever got those type of films. You can find them on YouTube. The only other city that ever had them broadcasted was in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. For the most part, I would say it's these kind of 3 classic forgotten little Christmas films that if you talk to anybody in Chicago or in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, they'll probably tell you immediately, say, oh yeah, I know those films. But if you talk to anybody else outside Chicago or Johnstown, nobody's going to know those films. But you can find them on YouTube, but they have been classic. They've been a classic trilogy. I mean, trilogy of traditional Christmas films that have been broadcast in both these cities ever since 1951.
Nope, don't know those.
Well, like I said, they're on YouTube, so you can check them out. They're cute little films. I mean, they're the same type. They still have that same kind of element, kind of like the stop motion, like you'd see with Rudolph and stuff like that. But first of all, they're much shorter films. They're only like 2 minutes each. And secondly, of course, this was the early 50s. They're all in black and white. Although the Frosty one, that's hand-drawn animated.
Speaking of things that you can find on YouTube, I finally found the Christmas episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you did? Okay.
We wish you a turtle Christmas. Yeah, I probably won't be watching that one again.
There's one more film I could think of. I wanted to bring this up just before we get off.
They did their own version of 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Partridge in a Pear Tree is pizza with pepperoni.
Remember when
Four calling birds is 4 manhole covers.
Oh, jeez.
Remember from Jenny from Ireland that she had so much on her plate, like she would say like everything that she'd been trying to do, and she always would end it saying, and a par tree and a pear tree. Remember that? She said that a long time ago.
When
Jenny from Ireland. There was one time, I don't know if you were on, but she said that this was like about 2 years ago, maybe even almost 3, where she said she had like a lot of stuff on her plate, and she said she would always describe everything that she had to take care of, leaving it with, and also a par tree on a pear tree, because she had so much on her plate. She had so much on her schedule.
Now, I don't remember her saying that, but a lot of people say that.
Yeah. That usually means when you have so much going on in your life.
Yeah.
I was going to just say, there's one more Christmas film I could think of. I just wanted to throw this out. It's not only just a Christmas film, it's also involving music. And I wanted to ask you guys, you guys enjoy Trans-Siberian Orchestra, TSO? Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Haven't you heard of them?
No.
Jeremy?
I have.
Yeah. Did you ever see that they made this to me seems to be kind of almost like one of the kind of like a forgotten Christmas film. They actually made a film back in 1999 that was called Ghosts of Christmas Eve. It's only a 40-minute film, but it features Trans-Siberian. Like some of the classic songs that you guys have probably heard on the radio and stuff are featured in this particular film, like Carol of the Bells, Christmas Canon, the choir.
Is it an actual movie or is it a concert film?
It's a concert film.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only again, it does have some pretty big stars. Like Ossie Davis is the caretaker. He's the storyteller, and then you also have a girl by the name of Allie Sheridan who's supposed to be the runaway, like a runaway teenager. She only ever starred in, that was her only film that she, although it was said that she did tour with TSO during the 2003 Christmas season. Obviously, no one, who knows what her story is now, because there's nothing about what happened to her afterwards. And then they even featured two other singers who were not even part of TSO to begin with, but were featured in it anyway. Is Jules in it, and also Michael Crawford is in it as well. And just even though it's a short film, I wish it could have gone on a little longer. Such a very powerful film. And again, even one of those type of films that, again, I even get emotional over. It adds that Christmas night feel to it. It's just a phenomenal film if you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I never. It doesn't surprise me that they would. So basically, what they had was like a TV special.
Yes, it was.
That was an hour long with commercials. So, yeah, no, I've not seen it.
Just to give a simple perspective, because I know we're about to get off, so I'm going to make this real quick. Obviously with Trans-Siberian Orchestra, with some of their Christmas shows, they have an actual plot line. But in this case, with this one, it's about basically a young runaway girl who, it's never really explained why she's running away, but she takes shelter in an abandoned theater. And very quickly, the ghosts of the theater's past, especially the caretaker, realize that she's kind of going through some trouble in her life and is not, instead of spending Christmas Eve with her family, here she was, just resting at this abandoned theater. So the spirits of these longtime past performers, TSO, if you will, put on a show for her, and it's basically a way to help her get her life back together and let her go back home. It's one of the few Christmas films, I think. I mean, I know it's a concert film, but I'll still throw it out anyway. It's really one of the few Christmas films, if you will, that does not rely like on Santa Claus or anything like that. It's just revolving around just for people out there who, are not so lucky, that don't have as much family. And that's kind of what this film kind of shows. It, even the girl that plays the runaway kind of is based on that childhood aspect we all have when it comes to the holiday Christmas season. Okay, so Jill, yeah, she knows it's a favorite for her too, of TSO. Yeah, if I ever do find I know the film has sometimes appeared on Internet Archive and YouTube, so if I ever do happen to find it, I'll send it to you guys if you guys want to check it out. Like I said, it's only 40 minutes. It's not even that long of a movie at all. It's just really well played. Believe it or not, every now and then it still is played on television, not as frequently as some of the other Christmas movies are, but there are some channels that still play it every now and then.
I'm sure it might even be available on DVD.
It is, but the last time I checked, it seems like the DVD copies were like really hard to get for some reason. I'm not even joking. There was like only one DVD copy I found a few years ago that was like $200 for a DVD copy. I'm like, are you kidding me? $200 for this? It's not even that huge of it's not even like a huge budget movie or anything like that. It just didn't make sense. But like I said, I'm sure you could probably get it. But like I said, it's probably also on YouTube and Internet Archive. I downloaded it myself a long time ago before it was taken off. So I have my alongside the original broadcast of Charlie Brown Christmas. I have my very own personal copy of Ghosts of Christmas Eve. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's a 24/7 holiday live radio for TSO. Check that out.
Okay. I was able to find the CD. Yeah, I was able to find the CD on Amazon, but no DVD.
Yeah, the DVDs are a little bit they're more harder to come across. That's why they're
That's
that,
why.
that's why they're so expensive. But just
Yeah. Okay.
it's got like I said, when I watch it every year, I enjoy it. I mean, I know, of course, they even have a Yule log for TSO. Um, Obviously, TSO has changed compared to what they were like back in 1999. So I know that most of their performances today are not exactly like what it was back then. But either way, I always enjoy watching the film. It's just such a I watch that every year, either after when I'm done watching Nightmare Before Christmas or after Polar Express, because again, it adds that dream feel to it, and I just love it. It's a great film, and like I said, I wish they could have added at least a few more songs to it, but I'll take for what it is. It's just a lot of fun, and it's an emotional ride too.
I bet.
It is. Like I said, if I find a link for it, I'll send it to you guys. Hey, Joe. Unfortunately, we're just about to end.
Yeah, we were. Okay, so reminder: we will not be on here for the next 2 weeks. But if you want some more Christmassy things to talk about, hop on over to my show tomorrow, 13th Dimension, 7 Eastern.
Yeah, Jill and Joe, you should join us.
Yeah. I'm only going to be able to have 10 people on, and I've sent out quite a few invites. So hopefully, Scott already messaged me today saying he's not sure if he's going to be able to come on. His daughter's coming home, and they might be going out, so he probably won't be able to hop on. But he said he'll let me know.
Let's not forget too, Mark Manley was also going to have people on his show on Monday, his and Wayne's show on Monday. So he's doing something similar in that case.
I'm probably not even going to be home at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be on the road like I usually am.
Joe said he didn't get the invite.
Yeah, you did. It was in the chat. You are in the chat, aren't you?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Okay, yeah. It's in the network chat. It's in the regular things chat. Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Joe?
Jeremy, I have one final question. I'm sorry. I have one final question to ask, but
Yeah.
did you ever send a list of everyone who was going to be involved for the Christmas card exchange? Because I couldn't find it.
You didn't tell me you wanted to be in it.
Oh, I could have sworn I did.
Nope.
All right. Well, no, it's no big deal.
I
I got 2 Christmas cards. I got yours, and then I also got Irene's. In fact.
Okay. Yeah. No. You didn't tell me you wanted to be a part of it.
Thought I did. It's no big deal. Can always wait till next year. It's fine.
Yeah, because I write down in all my posts, you have to message me if you want to be a part of it. I am not going to assume that you do.
That's right. Yeah. All right. All right. Better luck for lesson learned. Better luck for next year.
You never told me.
I could have sworn I did, but that's why I'm saying better luck for next year.
Yep, better luck next year. But I also started early this year, too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, at least I got 2 Christmas cards from you guys. So it's better than nothing at all.
That's good. Yeah, I'm surprised. I was kind of surprised you didn't message me saying that you want to be a part of it, but I figured you had your reasons.
I honestly, with so much that I've had going on my plate, I honestly just don't think I'd have enough time to really work on Christmas cards. So I just thought to myself, it can wait till next year. I'm not in a terrible rush.
I remember one year you didn't send cards out until after Christmas.
No, I did send some of them before Christmas, but some of them were just arriving really late. But yeah, no, there were some others. Yeah, you're right that I was late on. Yeah.
This year's been crazy.
Yeah, it's just there's
Yeah.
just been a lot. I mean, especially with me. In fact, actually, right now, I'm just going to say my mom's actually ill. She might actually have pneumonia. Actually, Kate has that too. A lot of people have been getting sick. So, you know, in other words, as much as I would have loved to participate in the Christmas card exchange, especially with this situation right now, it's perfectly clear I got enough to worry about.
Well, tell your mom that I said I hope she gets better.
Yeah, she was at the doctor's earlier today. I haven't spoken to her since, so when I get off after this, I'm going to check to see how she's doing. I'm also going to check in with Kate too, because like literally when because Kate told me she was not feeling so good a few days ago, and I checked in with her earlier today, and she said might have to go to the emergency room, might have pneumonia. I was like, oh my god, like that's exactly what my mom got. You might have the same thing as she has, so it just scares
Pneumonia
me
is
a lot.
pretty common this time of year. It's how you treat it that
Yeah, I
makes a
know.
difference in what happens.
I know, but
Really
again,
hard when it's very cold out and you have to get out, and that's not the best thing for you. I
Walking pneumonia is
think
normal.
it's one right after another for her.
I know it really
Yeah,
is.
and walking pneumonia is something that most people get thinking it's a cold, still go to work. They're perfectly fine. They just feel like shit. And then if they continue, it turns into a lot worse.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with my mom. She couldn't even go to work yesterday or today, so
It was probably walking pneumonia.
I
it
thought she was
probably is.
I thought both your parents were retired.
So my dad is, yes, but my mom, in a way, she's retired from like what she used to actually do, but now she works for a. There are times where she's allowed to work at home. Other times she does have an office where she works for a school called Brightmont Academy, and Brightmont Academy actually brings in students who are disabled and stuff, especially those with autism and Asperger. So it's one of those schools. This is not a job that she wants to like work for the rest of her life. Just in a way to, I guess, earn some extra income, if you will. So I don't think she's going to be doing this like for a very long time, but she has been doing it for the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, right now she's going through a rough time. But yes, thank you, Jill. I appreciate that. I do hope she does feel better. I also hope the same too that Kate gets better as well, because she's having the exact same sickness as my mom is. So healing and prayers goes out to both of them. And yeah, Joe, I know you hibernate during this. I sometimes hibernate too.
I do too.
Oh, hibernation's a wonderful thing.
I'm not even joking. Like 2 days ago, I was so tired from work, I took a nap, and I must have woke up like it must have been around like 2 o'clock. And when I woke up, it was already 7 o'clock. But even then, it's like I didn't want to wake up. I just wanted to go back to sleep. It's hibernation for a reason. AJ, is your cat moving?
That's how I feel whenever I wake up every morning. Here it's like I don't even want to go up. I just want to shut my eyes and keep on sleeping.
That's how I feel when I have to get up for work.
Yeah, well, we all got to get up and work.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean David Childress, Jill?
Oh yeah, I saw what happened to David. I saw he got infected with COVID. Yeah, that was David.
Yeah,
I
for
hope
a long time either, and then I got it. It wasn't serious.
well, either way, we wish David the best too. I hope he gets better soon too.
He'll be fine. He's too mean to get too sick.
That's right. Hey, he fell down a flight of stairs. If he could do that, he could handle
Who hasn't?
Yeah, and then I had a little creative fun with that video.
That was funny as hell. I was going to show that on Paranormal Mischief with Mary and Shane, because we always watch funny videos and stuff. I plan on showing that next time they do that.
I had to do it. I couldn't resist it. I made it, and then I sent it to him. And he just loved it.
Joe says he doesn't get his truck back till December 30th. Jeez, but yeah, that's a great video though.
Yeah. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight. It's quarter after, well, almost quarter after. So don't forget, for 2 weeks we are AWOL.
Yours is my nightmare.
Yeah, Christmas Day, New Year's Day. Yeah, we're going to be a little busy.
Yep. I got a party to put together. I got to start cleaning up tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody in the audience, thank you so much for playing along with us. Stay safe out there. Stay warm, although it's going to get warm in some areas over the next few days. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
Happy whatever you celebrate. Am I leaving anything out?
The coming back of longer days. That's what we're all celebrating.
Yep.
I love these short days.
Hell no.
I love short days.
To Alaska.
You moved to Alaska?
Oh yeah, you get 24-hour darkness up there.
Yeah.
They came up with that movie 30 Days and Nights.
But you also get 24 hours of sunlight at other times too.
That's
yeah,
what
you
I
do. But that's not just Alaska. There's other, like, I think parts of Norway and Sweden and Finland have that same effect too.
I'm sure.
It's just all in the position of the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, all right, everybody. We will be back in 3 weeks. We will be back in 3 weeks. Then we'll figure out where to go from there.
See you guys next year. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year.
All those rolled up into one.
Yep.
That's it.
And again, reminder, 13th Dimension tomorrow night, Christmas episode, and then solo next week.
Next year.
I'm not
Almost.
ready for that yet. All right, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Be safe, and we will see you in 3 weeks. Have a good night.
Have a good holiday. Good night.